Society.tv.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second match of the day for the All-African Ultimate Champs. On the field, you will be seeing Catch-22 Ultimate Frisbee versus IzzyEz, which is a local Gauteng-based team. I'm Thomas Gerhardt, and I play for Catch-22, so apologies for any bias that crops up. Catch-22 will be in the green. IzzyEz will be in the white and other light colors.
All right, Izzy, let's bring it in, guys. 2 minutes, catch. 10 minutes. Two. Sorry. Quick thing. We came here. We said something very important for the players. We're here for a reason. That's for each other. We're not here to play them.
The conditions are heating up a fair bit. It's warm enough to play without unnecessary longs. This being the high-felt winter in South Africa, the weather is very cold in the early mornings and late evenings, and it warms up during the course of the day. It is a dry and quite still conditions usually. There's a little bit of wind, as you can see with the flags on the far side of the field. Just enough to hold the disc in the air, not enough to upset throws. Cape Townians will be quite happy about this. The wind is pretty constant there.
We're not playing another game today.
There's Boykie on three.
One, two, three.
Boys go down on each other.
IzzyEz! IzzyEz!
I'm gonna throw it this hand.
Do you guys see the game side? Is the genocide?
It's on there. Bling. Disc.
Thank you.
We have some people that side as well.
Guys, signal like this. Okay, guys, we're starting with the first part. Straight up. All right.
So this is the second game for both teams this morning. Catch-22 beating the Mozambican side Dabiq 15-4. And IzzyEz pulling Ghost Ultimate Frisbee to a universe point game. I believe Ghost Ultimate Frisbee won that. Looks like both teams are pretty well warmed up. Hand is in the air. And Nick Zalumis pulls the disc for Catch-22 Ultimate. Devin Norman picks it up for IzzyEz. The quick swing.
Tighter. No swing.
Swung back to Devin. It looks like IzzyEz is throwing a horizontal stack with a couple of drag cuts. Right now they're just doing some quick handler movement, trying not to put any bad throws into space. Catch-22 is quite proud of its man defense. And they'll be trying to apply some pressure here. And the first turn of the disc happens on a short upfield pass. Paul Kennedy, aka Kenny, was the defender responsible for applying pressure on the cutter. I believe it was Kate Wood who was applying pressure on the mark. Nick Zalimis and Kate Wood, a married couple, are the handlers right now. And the cuts begin. Disc is up in the air. And there is an unfortunate miscommunication, so the disc is turned. IzzyEz gets the disc back once again on their own end zone line. John Ambler is on the mark. Disc is quickly swung. Huck is put up. It's read better, but beyond the play of the cutter. Disc put up line. Nick Zalimis comes down with it. He is the current coach for Catch-22 Ultimate and one of the original 3 founding members of the club, which is currently in its 5th year of play. John Ambler comes down with the disc just outside the end zone line, and Kenny comes down with it into the end zone. 1-0 Catch-22.
Myself, Mitch, Benji, Nick.
IzzyEz calling for a 4-3 male heavy gender line. It looks like the gender end zone is to the left of the field.
You need a partner, I'm here for you. You want a partner?
Disc is in the air. Looks like it's edging just out of bounds, and a brick is cold. It looks like it is still a man mark by Catch-22. Disc is tapped in. Quick pass and quick turnover. Defended by Nikki Lloyd for Catch-22. One of the newer players picked up from Chile Ultimate, which could not make it to this tournament. Another Cape Town-based team. Hammered towards the end zone and just out of the range of Mitch. Man open deep. It is covered. Quick swing. Sipo has the disc. Trying to find a pass up, but generally thwarted. A Huck is put up. It is going long. Lungile and Nick are both tussling for it. Lungile comes down with it just outside the end zone. Disc not in yet. Put up high in the air and comes down with it again. That is 1-all. As you can see in the highlight here, quick swing pass and then popped up in the air into the blind spot of the defenders. Lungile comes down with it. The gender line is cold. Catch-22 is asking for a 4-lady, 3-men line. A traditional strength of Catch-22 is that we have quite a few experienced lady handlers. We took a bit of a blow earlier in the tournament, as in the second point that was played by Sandra Jordan, who is one of our primary cutters. She went down twisting her knee. She is currently coaching the Wild Dogs, which is the South African under-24 side, who will be playing in Germany in a couple of weeks' time.
2,000 people. Wow.
The team's ready for the beginning of the third point of the game. Disc is up in the air. Once again tailing left, out of bounds, and a brick is cold. Looks like IzzyEz is throwing a zone defense at catch 22. Diamond shape up front with the lady players. Catch 22 quickly moves up the line. Your eyes may not be playing tricks on you. The current player with the disc is Jessica Rousseau, who just got hand blocked. Her twin Amy Rousseau may also be playing a couple of points. Amy is coming off of an injury. Disc is back in play. Quickly put up the line. Some contact, but a catch is made. No call. Play continues. A pick has been called. Disc is tapped back in. And an unfortunate turn. A good positioning for the IzzyEz zone. Let's see what sort of pressure they're able to apply. A swing is quickly made. Catch 22 sticking back 4 handlers. Paul Kennedy, a.k.a. Kenny, has the disc put up to Nick with a fair amount of contact. No, that is Jambler with a fair amount of contact. An injury is cold. Medics are being called for.
Josh, I'm coming. Love the energy though.
So the player on the ground is John Ambler, also known as Jambler, a pickup for all African Ultimate Club champs from Viking Ultimate, which is another Cape Town-based club. He has previously played for Catch 22 for about 3 seasons. It looks like John Ambler is walking off on his own power. Nick Zalumis takes the place of John Ambler on the field, and the disc is being tapped in. Catch 22 attempting to move the disc wide and around the zone. Pass up the line to Michaela Wexler. Back to Marlies Richter on the wing. To Kenny. To Mitchell. Back to Nick. Moving the disc around. Careful, efficient passes. Disc is slowly moved up the field. It's looking like IzzyEz is playing a loose 1-3-2-1 zone with the cordon a little bit of a ways away from the actual handlers. So a chase and 3 passers trying to stop any continuations. The disc is put into the end zone. Nick Zalumis to Paul Kennedy. Good news is John Ambler, who went off during the last point for an injury, despite the contact, believes that he will be okay, and you may see him back on the field soon.
For some reason, I had trouble getting the
If I am hearing the call from the Catch-22 side correctly, they will be throwing their own zone to attempt to apply pressure to the IzzyEz handlers. The Cape Townians are used to slightly windier conditions, and so there are a variety of zones that are known. The pull is made deep, floating back in bounds towards the back of the end zone and out the back. A brick is cold. The puller was Nathan Bezadenhout, also known as Nate for the team. Catch-22 throwing quite a junky zone. The straight up force on the mark. It looks like they're leaving open the dumps, but trying to stop any easy swing passes. Let's see if IzzyEz tries to do anything over the top of the zone. It's been quite efficient in these conditions over the last couple of games. Disc is moved to the sideline and back. IzzyEz is seeming quite confident and careful with the disc. A deep shot is put up there. Nathan Bezadenhout takes it. A pass is put up the line to Nikki Lloyd. She finds Joe. Back to Nix Loomis, to the sideline to Benjamin Rousseau, the youngest player for Catch-22. It is tapped and a layout by Nix Loomis. Unfortunately, is unable to come down with it. A quick pass is made. Back to the sideline to Jamie Lee van Rensburg. And up the line throw is made, but Nix Loomis once again cuts it off. Swing to the middle to Nathan Bezadenhout. Up the line to Tina. Tina to Nikki. Nikki pops it back to her. Put it up in the air to find a wide open Nathan Bezadenhout. First break of the game, that is 3-1 to Catch-22. Watching on the replay, Tina is saying her options, and Nathan loses his mark in a line cut. And even though the disc holds up in the air for a fair bit, there's nobody else there to make a play on it. Catch-22 calls for a 4-lady point.
One gent off and another lady, guys. Thanks, Josh. Let's go, Izzy!
No reason why she can't.
You can't see it now, right?
Camera shot.
You can hear it.
Catch-22 setting up for defense. A pulpit in the air by Neil Lazarus, the oldest player in Catch-22, landing just inside the line and rolling out of bounds. A brick has been called. The call on the field is that the disc landed in and then rolled out of bounds. The disc is taken from the position where it went out of bounds. A quick swing. Devin swings the disc wide, looking for options. A quick down the middle, and the disc is turned. Catch-22 moving upfield. Neil Lazarus, also known as Laser, picks up the disc, looking for an immediate option. Holstered. Disc swung towards Paul Kennedy, who comes down with it. He swings the disc to the middle to find Kate Wood. Put in the air to Marlies Richter, and that is a score, 4-1, Catch-22. Nick Loomis congratulates his players for some smooth end zone play. And I am joined here in commentary. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. How are you, man?
Well, and you?
I'm good. How's the game going here?
Catch-22 is up 4-1.
Okay.
There's been some clean play, a couple of quick turns, and Catch-22 has been quite clinical about putting the disc into the end zone when given the opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. You can quite easily see that the IzzyEz team is a combination of a bunch of other teams. There are a lot of Skyfelt players,
Yeah.
and a couple from Zone Rangers,
Yes.
and a couple from the
Dream
Altitude.
team.
Yeah.
Also Dream team here.
Okay. Yeah. It's a strong team, but with some very good players, but they're less polished in their designs and plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the Catch-22 side has been playing together for a number of years now.
Okay.
And it just comes in handy if you know the speed of somebody to
Yeah.
throw into space.
So
And,
Catch know all their play.
for the most part, yes.
Yeah. So
Disc is put in the air by Nathan Bezadenhout. Jamie Lee from Rendsburg picks it up and puts it up the line. Quick handler movement. The handler with the bucket hat is Joshua Murphy. Putting it back towards the end zone. They are moving a bunch of quick passes. Jamie Lee crashes into the middle and finds the disc, puts it back to Josh again, and a quick hand block.
oh,
That is by Marion. Nathan Bezadenhout holding for the disc. Disc is collected. And a quick up the line put is made into the end zone. And Paul Kennedy comes down with it for the score.
spectacular.
Yes. The score is now 5-1 to Catch-22 Ultimate. Some credit must be given to the Catch-22 zone, forcing a bunch of quick passes without much upfield movement. And then Marion getting a hand block on the D.
My tent is over there.
So on the Catch-22 line, we have Nick Loomis, Kate Wood, Joe, Neil Lazarus, Marlies Richter, Jessica Rousseau, and Michaela Wexler.
Oh, okay. On the easy ultimate. Sino Caesar, Jamie, Josh, Ruben.
The pull is put up, landing a little bit short. Jamie Lee picks it up, puts it Sizwe, back to Jamie Lee.
Yeah,
Swung wide.
Ruben.
Some clean play so far. Sizwe has it on the line. He's an explosive player who can put throws anywhere from anywhere. The disc is swung again, and Jamie Lee unfortunately cannot come down with it for the turn. Nick Loomis picks it up. Marlies Richter is back with him in the handler position. A good mark is made, and a dump is put to Marlies. Back to Nick. Up the line, finding Kate with a one-handed catch. who then puts it into the end zone towards Neil Lazarus, who comes down with it.
That's the score.
Indeed it is. Another clean point by the Catch-22 defense. A timeout has been called.
And the easy. A walk of shame.
Bring it in, guys. Bring it in. There's a timeout call. If you need water, grab water. Helva,
To reiterate, there's a little bit of wind which is gradually picking up on the field, moving from the right to the left.
Yeah.
If you are if you are on the field, moving from our right to our left as well. So if you are pulling from the right-hand side of the field, the disc is almost coming from your back right shoulder and across. It's gentle, but it's insistent, enough to mess up a throw if you let it float too much, but also enough to bank a good pull into.
I think both teams are doing very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just those minor mistakes.
Yeah.
But everyone is doing great.
There's been some clean ultimate, one bad challenge earlier, but for the most part a clean game.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Catch-22 is making the most of the opportunities that are given to them. Let's see how Izzy Ultimate collects itself after the timeout.
It's going to be.
So Catch-22 sorting itself out after the timeout, setting up its line. On the line we have Tina, John Ambler, Nikki Lloyd, Halvar Matheson, Neil Lazarus, Mitchell Horn, and Marion Breitenbach. So what we speak in here is what people are watching the video. Pull is made by Catch-22, rolling out of bounds. Devin Norman taking it. Quite easily the tallest player on the field is Devin, taken from playing basketball while at university. Discus put up in the air and far, a good put, swung and caught effectively, the dump is made. Sees what I'm saying, his options, put up to Lungile, who seems to have stepped badly. Injury called by Catch-22. Unfortunate timing for it, if there ever is fortunate timing for an injury, but a promising fast break by Izzy Ultimate, stalled by that. Once again, put in the air and a clean pass found. Dump is made. The swing is made. Back into the middle, Lungile comes down to it. He is driving this point. Quick pass found, put to Devin Norman. Halvar Matheson on the mark. And a quick swing to the sideline. Disc up in the air to Lungile. Finds space on the wing. Discus come down. Discus caught cleanly. And a dump. Back to Lungile, looking for his options. Put up in the air to Devin. Devin Norman comes down to it, put into the end zone, and that is a score for Izzy Ultimate. Clean play against the catch-22 zone. Let's see how catch-22 reacts to it.
Johan. Bravo, stay on. You want to?
Catch-22 calls for a 4-men, 3-lady line. On the line for Catch-22, we have Michaela, Joe, Neil Lazarus, Mitchell Horn, Nick Zalumis, and Kate Wood, and Amy Rousseau on the far side. The disc lands deep inside the end zone. A quick pass is made to Nick Zalumis, who then swings it wide for Kate Wood. Kate Wood swings it back to Nick Zalumis, saying his options, putting it to Mitch on the side. Catch-22 recognizing the zone. A quick pop pass is made to Nick. Nick back into the middle to Mitch. Mitch back to Nick. Back to Mitch. And up the line quickly to Nick, who puts it up in the air and a bit far. Lungile comes down to it as defense. He stands badly again.
And that's Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second time in 2 points he stabbed badly, but he stays in the field. This gets tapped and put back into play.
Bravo playing. Lungi. Back and check to Bravo. Bravo.
Yeah, Bravo seeming to marshal the forces for this point.
Yes.
Up the line, pass made, moved wide
Johan.
to Johan.
Yes.
A call on the field. It looks like a
call.
pick has been called.
Yeah.
The disc is staying with Johan. And it is being tapped in.
Yeah, Bravo.
And a
that's
pass
point.
found into the end zone. Johan to Bravo.
Yeah.
Izzy Ultimate putting together a good run here. A couple of straight points. Score is now 6-3 to Catch-22.
Yeah. I think now playing is calling the line for Izzy. Ultimate. Yeah.
Is Sipo the captain for IzzyEz?
No, it's Ruben, the one who's holding the disc.
Ah,
Yes.
Robin. A player who started playing at Wits Ultimate Frisbee
Yes.
and has joined Skyfelt recently.
Skyfelt, yes.
Yeah, one of their steady handlers.
In fact, IzzyEz was formed under pickup games on Fridays at Wits. Yeah.
Quite a skilled bunch of people for pickup games.
Yeah. There are people all around Johannesburg and Gauteng and yeah.
And the pull is put up. Tailing to the right, it will land close to the line. It is out of bounds, and a brick has been called by Nick Zalumis.
Offside.
It appears that offsides has been called during the pull, which means the pull will be taken again. not the cleanest pass back by Nix Loomis. Usually a very consistent and controlled ultimate frisbee player. That's probably the worst throw he's done all day.
Yeah, probably.
IzzyEz may have got off a little bit lightly for the pull that lands out of bounds. Robin goes for it again.
Pull again.
And this time it's well weighted, hovering near the left side of the field. And inside, Marlies comes down with it. Quick swing, and despite the layout, there is able to come to it. A zone is called.
Zone. Okay.
Nix Loomis finds it up the line to Paul Kennedy, looking for his options. Throwing it behind Nix Loomis, and there's a turn. Good pressure applied by the IzzyEz zone. Disc on the sideline. Nick with a diving stop, but the pass is holstered. Benjamin Rousseau is on
Robin. The disc. Bling to bling. Ruben again.
Puts it up towards the end zone. Is there space? He finds Johan.
Johan.
And the run continues. It is now 6-4 to Catch Me 2 Ultimate.
Okay.
Disc is up in the air again by IzzyEz, curling wide and landing out of bounds. A brick has been called. Nathan Bezadenhout to pick up the disc. Catch Me 2 recognizing his zone defense being set up. The disc is tapped in. Quick swing to Nix Loomis, who catches it even though the throw is a bit behind him. Pass out wide to Tina. Tina finds Mitch. Mitch back to Nate. Nate patient on the disc. Finds Kate on the wing. Swung back to the middle of the field to Mitch. And back to Tina. Tina finding Nate on the far side. Nate up the line to Nick.
Catch is very good when it comes to the swing.
Yeah. A lot of experience against zones. The Cape Town wind means that a lot of teams have some have zones that they throw at them.
And Joburg doesn't have the wind.
Quite rarely. Disc is put up to Tina, who comes down with it just outside the end zone. Looking for her options. Pop over, finds Nate. Swung wide to Nix Loomis. Fakes a high flick. Finding Nate again. Nate pops it to Nick on the end zone line.
Nice patience.
Yeah, good patience on the end zone. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell finds Kate. Kate finds Mitch. Lots of swinging done, trying to keep the defense moving.
He's busy chasing, eh?
Yeah. Tina finds the disc. Dumps the disc to Kate. Finding Kate. Mitchell is in front of him, but the pass is holstered.
Izzy's having a great defense.
Yeah. Holding Catch Me 2 within 20 meters of the end zone for quite a long time. A little bit of contact, seems incidental, no call.
Nice.
Kate Wood finds space up to Tina. Tina is looking for options in the end zone. Tina passes it off to Nick. Nick with the hammer over the top. And caught by Nathan Bezadenhout. Catch 22 breaks the run. The score is now 7-4 to Catch 22.
So far, Izzy's trying to throw back here.
Yeah,
Now
you can definitely tell the increase in intensity and communication that they've been having on the field.
Yeah, but then Catch, you know what? Catch has that experience of them that, hey,
Yeah,
it's so vast. And now they're making us to be. But then now it's a good game. It's nicely structured and it has a nice spirit to it. That's what I like about it.
yeah. Very few calls, and those that have been made have been sorted out rather quickly.
Yeah,
It's been a flowing game of Ultimate.
which is what you want to see.
Yes.
The easy side, I see Josh, I see Z, I see Gift, I see Ngobile,
There's a Ferds.
Caesar and Fergs.
On the Catch 22 side, I have Nathan, John Ambler, Marion, Nikki, Nick, Joe, and Marlies.
Oh,
Disc is
that
up in
was
the air.
Nice approach.
Curling into the middle of the field
Caesar's gonna catch it.
in the end zone.
Nice, Josh.
Fakes up the line. Goes for an easy swing.
Freddie. Oh,
Good put
Ngobile.
wide. Oh, unfortunately bouncing out of her hands. Catch 22 seems to be setting up a vertical stack on John Ambler.
let's see how easy trying to defend this.
Well, Ferds Immelman is on the front of the stack, a very athletic and strong player. The disc is put up wide over for Marion and just beyond her reach and out of bounds.
But he tried very well. That was a nice effort.
It was a good effort, but a little bit beyond the hand of the cutter. Faked high flick. Joe is on the mark. Quickly popped to Ferds.
Caesar.
Caesar. Another high swing made to a wide open Ferds. Looking up the line, he lets one rip over the head of Nick Zalumis to Josh.
It goes to Caesar again. Here comes Gift. Oh, okay, you will see Ferg.
And put up in the air. Nathan Bezadenhout Ferds looking for the disc. Nate having body position. And Ferds picks it up
Ferds
over the
had
top
it.
of him in a great play.
I need Dev. I need Dev. If you play defense still.
So the score of the last
Ferg is
point,
out now.
Ferdinand Immelman is a standout player for Zone Rangers, a local Gauteng team.
Yeah. The Easy just decided to take all the, I can say, the best players from each and every team from Joburg. So now they just made sure that we come here and compete.
A lot of individual talent on the team, even if the cohesiveness is still coming together. They've played
the
what?
third game.
Yeah, only 3 games together.
Yeah.
And you can tell they're beginning to learn each other's style, and it sounds like the halftime horn is being blown. So after this next point, it will be the halftime for the game. The score is currently 7-5 to Catch 22 Ultimate.
Oh, 7-5. That's not too bad.
We still have 5 because of our start. Yeah, we still have 5.
I think Bling is arguing that we still have 5 minutes to go because we off the light start.
Yes, the captains are busy talking it over.
I think. Oh, now
The
it's
point
4.
is likely to begin. Devin Norman with the pull.
Let's go, Izzy. Let's get up there. Let's get
Nick Zalumis reading it with the catch. Quick pass to Tina Schubert. He catches it, looking for some options. The zone is once again put forward by Izzy Ultimate. Nick puts it through the middle to John Ambler. John Ambler is not always the most explosive player, but he has a unusual stat to him. In South African Nationals 2 years ago, he went through the entire tournament without a single turnover.
Whoa.
Let's go, work hard. Let's work hard. Get close to there.
Disc is being swung around by Catch Me 2. Nick finds Kenny. Kenny fakes up the line and then puts it through the middle of the zone to Michaela. Michaela to the wing, finding Kate. Kate fakes up the line and then puts it up the line to Michaela once again. Back to Kate. Swinging the disc, finds Tina. Tina to Kenny. Kenny holstering a swing to Nick, to Tina once again. Tina puts the disc in the air to Nick. Nick faking once again through the middle. Swinging wide to Kate Wood. Kate faking twice. Quick put up the line to Nick. Nick faking through the middle of the zone, finding nothing, putting the disc up to Michaela, just outside the end zone, to Kenny, still outside the end zone, looking for his options, swinging wide to Tina, and Tina puts the disc up short, but Michaela cannot come down with it. A turnover on the end zone line. Let's see what Izzy can do with it. Nick Loomis is chasing a man deep. Devin Norman with the disc. He can put it anywhere on the field.
Yeah. Then he gives it to Caesar. Oh,
once again a turnover. IzzyEz Ultimate setting up the zone once again.
Now they're very vocal, eh? Even on the sides.
Communication is something Catch Me 2 Ultimate has been working on.
Yeah, true.
Oh, bobbled and caught once again by Kate Wood. Finds Nick Loomis up the line. He swings it wide to John Ambler, who bobbles the disc and drops it.
So now they tell it,
Timeout called. Some good play in the final point of the half.
IzzyEz!
Everybody.
Whoever actually wants to speak to me, you know. Here's my team. No?
Sorry, Jess.
Catch Me 2 marshalling defense after the timeout call.
Catchies, it's time off, so this point, but after this it's off.
Who has the 5 minutes left?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait!
Movement before the disc is tapped in, a violation is called.
Like everybody was up in arms, like, wait! We're like, oh.
Okay, the disc is tapped in. Sends way to Devin. Devin
Z.
swings it wide to Z.
Oh.
Ooh, Kate Wood nearly with the run through D. Put up the line quickly. Back to Devin. Man calling for it long. Bobbled but caught.
Nope. Oh.
Swung wide and Tina Schubert knocks it down. Quiet catch 22 running through.
Are they stacking?
Yes, vertical stack on Michaela Vexo. And a break throw is put up for Kate Wood, who catches it inside, just outside the end zone.
Yeah, it was just outside.
Quick pass at the line, and Tina Schubert with the bookends, and that will be half. 8-5 to catch 22.
So far, it's a good contest.
Indeed it is. Catch 22 took it up quite a bit. They were up 6-1 at one point. And
You're up 6-1.
Yeah, IzzyEz
Oh.
Ultimate put together a very good run, and we have ourselves quite a game on our hands.
Oh, I didn't notice the 6-1 part. I was like, okay, probably Izzy was a bit closer. But then now, at least now we run about how many points? 3? 3 behind?
Yes, only 3 behind.
Nah, we're putting up such a good show.
Yeah, a marked increase in the intensity on defense and limiting the turnovers.
Now the limit has to be on the turnovers when it comes to the offense side.
Alti.tv. salty.tv.
Yeah, so she's working hard, fighting hard. One, two, three. IzzyEz! 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 Ladies, can you sort yourself out for me? That side's going to be falling and we're going to be starting that side. So we can do 3 or 4. Ready to swing it? Who wants to go on? Me. I love how you all everyone's there. Great. James. We'll try.
I'm going to give some stats on the players.
Let's just take a moment. It's been frustrating for everyone to game time.
Hi Travis, are you ready for the second half?
How's it, Skinny? Yeah, I'm ready.
Of IzzyEz versus Catch 22.
Yes.
This has been an interesting game. I know IzzyEz is from Gauteng. They're a mixed team coming together. And Catch 22 is very gelled. They know what they're doing.
Oh, Catch 22.
Let's see if there can be an upset on the second half.
Yeah, 8-5 up, Catch. Seem to be getting it together. It's pretty cool.
I've seen a lot of breakthrows from Catch, and we'll see if maybe IzzyEz can shut that down after halftime.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see what they can do. I think they need to pull it together, get some more cohesion, and then I think we can have a good game.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So Skinny, introduce yourself.
Travis keeps calling me Skinny, but my birth name is Nicole Jean.
Her birth name's Skinny, actually.
My birth name is Nicole Jean. Been playing Frisbee in South Africa for 7 years. And I'm obsessed. I'm a bit of a frother. And I move around a couple teams. I'm enjoying playing with lots of different players. And right now I'm captaining the All Africa team. And
Sweet.
Trav, what are you?
Oh, I'm a person. Pod retriever.
A person that doesn't listen to what their captain says sometimes.
Hey, I listened eventually, okay. Yeah, I'm playing in the All Africa team as well. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Our captain's a bit hard sometimes on me.
I've heard that she has great taste in music, often, which is good.
Apparently she vetoes all my music tastes.
Yeah.
That's not so great. Yeah, I've also been playing, I think, same amount of time as Skinny. We played together at university. Pretty much doing the same thing, obsessed as well. That's why I'm here. So yeah.
Are we getting paid for this?
Not at all. We never get paid for anything in Frisbee.
Okay, well, that's why we love it. Which is great.
Exactly. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm also on SAFTA, the South African Federation.
Oh, divine.
So yeah, so it's been good. Oh, nice to sort of have All Africa here in Joburg.
Yeah. The wind, there's absolutely no wind, just to let everyone know. Okay, that flag's moving a bit, so there's a little bit of wind. But otherwise, the altitude in Joburg leans for some big throws.
Yeah, big throws and some big breathing after the point.
It's a bit tough, but once you get used to it, it's actually really nice conditions.
Yeah.
Fields, we can't use the word lush, but we will use the word nearly green, which is quite nice.
Yeah, near green. Near green's a very good description.
Slightly bit.
I mean, if you look around is that paint or is that green grass? We don't claim it's green grass.
Yeah.
It happens. Joburg gets quite dry in the winter, so this is what happens. But
if you are an international spectator, I highly suggest coming to South Africa in general.
Yeah.
We are not as bad and dangerous as we sound.
Yeah.
And so the pull-up for the second half is coming in.
Yeah, there we go.
Kate's got the disc.
It's a zone. Looks like pulling a zone. Nice cup. Good swing. Kenny has it.
This team, IzzyEz, haven't really played together that much, so it's quite awesome that they are trying a zone.
Yeah.
Actually doing quite well, in my
Seems to be effective. Yeah, I think from the first half it was quite effective. They got a few blocks, making the Catch team sort of work, but they seem to get through. Ambler with the disc.
Oh, there we go. They've
nice
broken
work,
the cup.
Nikki.
They're running with it.
Nice. Good patient play. That's all we need in the zone.
The Catch 22 is originally from Cape Town, which is notorious for wind. So I think when you play a cup against a team that's used to wind and they actually have got quite strong throws, it's an interesting they've got good movements within the cup to break it, which is quite nice.
Yeah, it's wind versus altitude here. Joburg team, as Skinny was saying, IzzyEz sort of came together just for this tournament. We won a local team. Most of the teams coming were from KZN and Cape Town from South Africa. So we won a local team here and they formed together. Some of the best players in Joburg playing for them.
Yeah, so there actually is a lot of talent and we hope they kind of get their groove together.
Yes.
Get the magic sauce to play some good frisbee.
It's good, the walk, it's a nice break.
Oh, up the line, look at that.
And just a bit too far. It's good pressure on the zone. Forcing that throw. Fergie looked like he had it covered or close to.
Yeah, good deep from third. Now let's see if they can turn it over and get a point on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Oh, first look hammer. That's Ultimate 101 actually, I heard.
Ruben,
it's the basics. Rise up video right there.
Running from the one end zone to the other.
Floaty discs. Oh.
Okay.
Foul called, it looks like. Some sandwiching happening there.
Good boxing or just a messy sandwich?
It's just some lettuce and some white bread there.
Sasko Sam at its best. Government low. Okay, let's see if they can sort this out.
Talking.
There hasn't been too much contact in this game, too much bad contact that I've been watching so far.
That's pretty good.
Which is nice.
I say, except for I think in the first half there was one injury call there. Someone got backpacked. Yeah, exactly. Happens every now and again, but at least it's not sort of happening often, which is pretty good.
Okay, so is it contested?
Looks like turnover stands. I don't think it really would have made a difference because the foul's called by catch.
Okay, and they're setting up their zone again. That's good. Their chins are up.
Let's see if we can get them to turn again. This cup's working hard, but they're doing a good job. Nice on the sideline.
Keep running, which is nice. Small throws. This is quite interesting.
Trapping on the line. That's good play.
Good defense.
Ooh, strip called. Looks like uncontested. Good job. IzzyEz are doing a good job trapping on the sideline.
Wow.
Forcing that throw.
Big throws. Turnover.
Again, good zone play.
See if they can keep their cool and make some structure and see if they can get a point.
Yeah. I'm still going for a stall one hammer.
Stall one hammer.
I mean, it worked last time.
Oh, look at that. I think it's always a bit tempting when you're so close to the end zone just to hack it there. But look, watch this. Slow around. There we go.
Nice.
Big cuts. I think they need to get more structure if they can.
Yeah, just get back to the stack.
Oh, good defense from catch.
Nice. Again, it all comes down to patience and structure. But it's good defense by catch.
Is that a life lesson or a frisbee lesson?
Yeah, a life lesson, eh?
Dr. Travis, Dr. Phil. I like how much catch swings the disc. They use like the field.
Yes, I think so. And I think it comes from playing a lot of zone in the windy conditions.
Look at that.
Nice.
Kate has some beautiful up line throws. Yes!
Good D by Ferdy.
Good defense.
Again, that's what they want to force. They want to force that big look, and Ferdy can get there. He's good in the air.
Yeah, that's actually a very good idea.
Yeah, so catch played right into IzzyEz's hands. So there's defense on both sides has been good.
So hopefully they can play slowly up the line.
Yeah.
Okay, no, a huge run. Oh, the touch is
there.
there.
Oh, you're on TV, mate. You have to lay.
Yeah.
Even if you're going to miss it, it looks cool.
You shout profane things on this commentator side.
Oh, nice poach D.
Good
Easy, let's get it back.
Oh, good give and go. Well done.
Nice, just patience.
So if they can swing it. It seems like there's a lot of catch players blocking the play. They're good at this.
Yeah,
all back fast. Ferdy coming into tall. Look at that.
Was that bookends, eh? No, it wasn't. Ruben got the turn.
Can we give him an extra point for style in general?
Yeah, just
staying still like a rock star. Incredible. Well done, IzzyEz. Another point on the board.
Oh, very good. And the blade by Jamie. Pretty unconventional, but it works.
Yes. With the wind of nothing, I think it's quite exciting to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine if you just started eating like chips on this.
Be great.
It would just be that annoying crunch. Okay, so now the score is, what's the score, Drive?
It's 8-6. That was a long point. First point of the half.
Oh, okay. There seems to be a bit of fire in their bellies. They're ready for a comeback.
Yeah, looks like I said. Looks like the zone's starting to take effect. Catch are getting a bit flustered, making some inopportune throws. So if they can keep it up, keep that intensity up, the front of the sort of cup seems to be working quite hard.
Yeah.
And if they keep that up, then they might be able to stage a nice comeback.
This is the second game of the morning of our second day of All Africa Champs. So I think you get a little bit tired before lunch and you kind of want to make big throws and one big run instead of just building it up slowly and playing medium frisbee almost.
Yes, exactly. No, or if it's in the morning, you just want to hug everything until
like
you catch it.
someone who might be sitting next to me. Lucky that wasn't on TV. Jokes, that was good. We got better. Okay, the frisbee is in. We're ready. Big throw from Johan.
Picked up by Nate. Centers to Tom.
Good zone. Again, coming down with the zone.
Tina with the disc.
Very strong. It is a bit of a downwind point. I mean, upwind point for Catch 22.
Those flags.
Broken. Incredible. Big throws.
It's nice. Just need to calm it down.
Out. It's an interesting cup. So they've got 2 chase. No.
Oh, it's 3 chase. Seems to be a sort of wallish type.
2 chase. Yeah, 2 in the middle. Nice pressure from the wing. From Bling on the wing. They're keeping there. They're going for it. Yes. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Kind of a desperate big throw just to get the point, I think.
Yeah, but good opportunistic D from Sipo.
Jamie from
Nice
IzzyEz
gift
moving
going.
wonderfully in the middle. Big throw.
Nice.
Incredible. Not in. Just waiting for the support. Hopefully they can slow it down.
There
we
it down.
go.
Perfect.
Now
Patience.
they're watching each other. There, Bling's looking for it. Oh!
Hand block. Too casual, Johan.
It's a bit of a...
Sipo's claiming it. Sipo's not claiming it.
Good spirit. Well done, Izzy. Sure, that was a nice
play, but yeah, you have to...
good movement from Izzy.
Oh, patience is good, but you can't remain too casual when you got the disc.
End zone eyes in the end. It's so terrifying.
Oh, it's a universal problem, man. Ooh.
Okay, well done.
Again, I think these mistakes that Catch are starting to make are the zone taking effect. People getting tired, trying to rush those throws before the zone sets.
Definitely.
So I'd give credit to Izzy for the
line
defense.
is looking good. Yeah.
Oh, another hand block.
Interesting.
See, and it's Tom again.
2 hand blocks from Tom. Incredible.
Yes, I think again, stick to basics, be a bit more patient.
Fake harder, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, the cup is still going. It's quite difficult to play such a long defense point like that.
Typical swing around. Perfect. It's good zone play. Let's keep that going.
I like how they're swinging this disc. It's
Well
really
done.
close. Sure.
Opportunistic. You have to take those, but good work.
Yeah. It's really good patience from Catch.
And
well done.
Sipo avoids body contact.
She... pulled out.
Yeah, he says he pulled out. I think he's calling a dangerous play foul.
Is he calling danger from
Dangerous play foul that
Marlene?
he had to avoid the play. Retracted.
Points.
Point
Well
stands.
done.
I think that's a good call by Sipo.
Definitely.
Yeah, Marizan looked like she had the. He looked like she had the space.
Yeah.
Sipo was rushing in, saw it, chose to avoid it.
Good.
I think it's the best resolution there.
Well done, IzzyEz, for keeping it cool and keeping it together.
I think zone in South Africa was popularized by a Pietermaritzburg-based team, the Long Donkeys, and they unfortunately are not here, quite controversially actually, because they didn't attend last year's Nationals and therefore couldn't qualify for this event.
The national whole tournament or
Yes, they didn't.
Africa last?
No, they didn't. They didn't attend South African Nationals because they were going to the World Club Champs.
Okay.
And they didn't have the money, so they were not. They didn't qualify, unfortunately. And I think over the last 5 years, they've won the tournament 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
So one of the better teams, but they popularized zone in South Africa. They play a predominantly zone, a very aggressive type of zone, and in South Africa they managed to cause a lot of turnovers. So other teams have adopted these strategies. The zone that IzzyEz are playing is based on that, their sort of zone. So yes, it's something, a feature of South African Ultimate at the moment.
Yeah, it's quite frustrating playing against that team just because everyone within their role of the team knows exactly what they need to do. So it's
Yes.
actually a very neat operation, and just the wing knows when they need to block the wide, and it's quite awesome playing against them. Very frustrating.
Of course, and they have a few ex-South African basketball players, so they're about like 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if IzzyE can get
Review
it
with the
back.
disc. Passes to Lindelani.
I found in our 2 games we've been playing, the second half has been super important because we've
Yes.
been like, if you lose the first half and you just keep it back.
I think it's when the fitness starts to show. And I mean, you might be tired, everyone's tired, but it's those small mistakes, those decision errors that you start making, and you know, just that the disc doesn't come out the hand
Yeah.
that clean.
And just even reaching for that extra catch, or just trying to actually, you know, when you just drop your chin a bit and you're not focused too much.
Yes, I think so. Thanks, that's a good point, Skinny. Nice patient. Oh no, how
Okay.
could fit? Oh, that's it. Oh,
Oh,
that was a
okay, foul
nice
call.
attempt. Sorry, after your comment that there weren't many fouls in contact, there's been quite a few.
Yeah. I find everyone calls a bit more fouls in the second half and everyone's tired.
Yeah, I
It's
agree
like,
with you there.
okay, you dropped the disc, foul. But I think that's something we all need to learn a little bit and remember
Yes.
when calling fouls.
Nate, busy recreating exactly what went on.
It'd be cool if you did it in slow-mo.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum. So we'll see. Spread captain coming on to have a chat.
Contested
Okay,
foul, goes back to
perfect.
throw. Did IzzyE call the foul or did Catch call the foul? there?
IzzyE called the
IzzyE, okay, that makes some sense.
So it's, cool.
I think in the WIFT of rules, if 2 people are converging on a disc in a space, it's who has the space first. But that's very difficult to define,
Yes, that's so difficult.
especially when the disc is underthrown like that and people are backtracking toward the disc.
Yeah, and the comprehension, and you kind of always believe you're right the whole time. It's quite a
Yes, and if you
contentious issue.
and I said when you're tired, you can't throw a disc properly, like let alone think.
Yeah. But that, I suppose, separates the athletes from the champions, eh?
Yes.
Who really wins the tournament on the last day.
Yeah.
You can get there. Catcher's zone is quite tight. It kind of looks really compact and quite close.
Yes, and it's giving the IzzyE trouble, and you can see the sort of the lack of swinging compared to what Catch have been
Yeah,
doing.
Catcher's some
Um,
really strong swing plays.
Yeah, I think the sort of
Yes. Good defense.
very good. Again, a bit speculative. I think zone, you just have to play patient. Be patient, walk it in.
Yeah.
I guess that's why zone's so effective. People get impatient, they make the wrong decision.
Yeah, I swear if you were to actually do the stats of the whole thing, you would see that everyone kind of loses it in the last third. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you get it all the way there, you think, we've made it, cool, let's have a break, and you just throw it away every single time.
I think an interesting, the Mexican offense invented by Felix Chardlow. He says with his sort of stack defense,
Oh, look at
with the
this.
Mexican.
Sorry, yeah?
Yes, actually, instead of when you get in the end zone, don't stack or do anything like that. Actually, get out of the last third and give yourself more space.
Oh,
because
really? Everyone must drop.
Yeah, just because I said people clog the space, they get a bit more.
Dude, I wish that happened all the time.
Don't we all? I think if it happened all the time, we'd win.
Yeah.
We'd probably beat everyone.
Okay, everyone's a bit static from IzzyE, but there seems to be some cuts now. There's a bit of support. Okay,
Bit
he's in the
frenetic.
way. I thought that man should probably leave the space.
Really good.
There we go.
Nice grab.
Okay.
Getting through.
Nicole's doing some great popping in the middle. Kershaw's looking for the players on the wing. There we go.
Yeah, see, IzzyE strategy is to try and get it through that cup.
Simple defense from my lease. Incredible.
They seem to be compressing the play a lot, and Catcher's playing right into Catcher's hands. They can get those quick poach Ds.
There we go.
Again,
Oh,
perfect
look
swing.
at that. Maybe?
And Nate to
Yes.
Nikki for the score. That's
Well done. That was like textbook. That was
Yeah.
super.
textbook play. Again, it's
Super
experience
chilly.
and resolution.
It's quite difficult commentating and not cheering. It's kind
Yeah.
of it's like you kind of sit there with bated breath.
Exactly. I want to say how's it to my mates.
Yeah.
All 5 of them.
Your besties. Our poor cameraman has to listen to what we say.
I thought he's like, what are these invalids doing?
Who put them online? Kid asking for an all-male line.
Not all male.
Is it?
It's 4 males.
Okay, 4 males. More males. A more male line.
More male. There we go.
Catch has got a really great support system, I found. Their sideline is very strong. When they're prepping for a line, they're all in there. They all know what the defense structure is, so they can call on the sideline. I think it's very important for team morale and just...
I think, Catch was started with a sort of spirit in mind. It was quite important.
Yeah, they take it quite seriously. Yeah.
Marlie's a spirit chair for the Africa side in South Africa. She's been involved for a long time. And she really wants to have a team that's competitive but is spirited.
Yeah.
And I think it's really showing. They've been going quite strong. Their team's quite healthy. Everyone supports each other. They support the other team.
Yeah.
It's a good team to play for.
I've really enjoyed this All Africa tournament so far because the competition level has been strong. There has been maybe more contact than I've played for, but that's from an athletic position, I think. But the spirit has been incredible, actually.
I agree. I think everyone's just happy to be here to play against other African countries.
Yeah.
People, I mean, in small ultimate communities, you play against the same people every day. So to see some different faces is just always fun.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice, getting some
Nice give
movement.
and
Jamie
go.
off the
There
disc.
we go. Oh.
Tries the third. Oh, very
Foul called.
foul called. Ooh.
Could.
Again, converging toward the disc.
It's a bit difficult when Bling is so big.
Yeah,
and
Bling
strong.
used to be a boxer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it shows. He used to come to training and do like, I don't know, a full fitness session beforehand. Made me feel bad. Took off a shirt, made me feel even worse. Not so great.
We should give out his number. Call Bling if you want to see abs.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still boxing anymore, so we don't know if he's got a bit of belly going. We'll see. It doesn't look like it.
Give physical weight categories for every player.
Yes. The weigh-in was early this morning.
Mm. Okay, so we have some people.
Again, I think when we talk about
Perspectives.
contact and what you've been talking about, that sort of contact is happening from a competitive standpoint. And it's controversial, and some people might not like it, and some people might prefer it. Depends on what sort of type of player you are. But it's something that I think will stay in the game. And
Yeah.
I don't believe it's necessarily a bad thing because, we're all running, we're all, going at high speed toward sort of a floating plastic thing.
I'd like to claim as South Africans we come from quite a competitive contact sport background. So if you played any kind of rugby or field hockey or soccer, you're not afraid to put your body on the line. I think we have to learn as Frisbee players where it really stands and what is dangerous play and what is competitive.
Yes, I think so. And it's different. There are some people that have played those sports and there's some people that haven't. So
give and go.
Nice. Getting it around.
I love that play.
It's nice. Getting it through that cup. I think if they keep it moving, that's what they want. They just mustn't rush it. That's nice. I like that cut.
And up into the end zone. Can he get it? Read it.
Nice attempt. He managed to steal out his defender, but again, we don't want to be taking those long shots with the zone.
Yeah, it's so tempting. You just think, just get the point, just keep going.
Yeah, you know. I know it's tempting.
I've seen you.
Until your captain tells you not to do it anymore.
Until your captain horrifically screams at you at 8 in the morning. We're friends now.
No, we were friends.
Maybe that's why I shouted it.
Yeah. No, it's good. We go way back.
Yeah.
Apparently we're actually best friends. We discovered that in the last tournament. That
Like
we know way too much about each other's lives.
Like met your grand. It's ridiculous. Okay, look at Catch keeping their cool, calm, collected game as always. I love how much they swing the frisbee. I honestly could watch it forever.
Yeah, it's very nice. Again, I'd prefer to watch it forever.
Oh, catch your discs.
As opposed to speculative hacks.
Yeah, so I mean, as soon as there was a bit of a longer throw there, again, could be deep.
Yeah, I think that if they stick to statistics, just play the percentages, I think they can score it quite easily. They
Badly
did
coming forward.
the last point was textbook. It's nice.
I love short, fast
Nice
frisbee.
grab by Jamie.
Looking.
Sets a forehand.
Yes.
That needle and Kershaw with the layout.
Incredible woman points. Woman score, let's call it that.
Kershaw Singh there. I think she's really come into her own. I haven't seen her play in for almost a year now.
Nice
and she's playing really, really well. I think one of the better players on this Izzy team for this game. So I'm just very impressed.
That was quite a long point, actually. I see he's not giving each point to Catch as easily as maybe Catch thought they could take it.
I think so. I think the zone starts to slow things down. There are a lot more turnovers, I guess. Some man points, those hucks can work if you get separation, but in the zone they're not working. And again, play patient, conserve your energy by scoring, not turning over the disc.
Yeah, because we actually have quite a long tournament this time. It's 4 days.
Oh.
Started yesterday. We have Monday, Sunday, and Monday.
Oh,
Which I haven't done
17th
in a
of June.
while.
Well, Sunday's a public holiday, 16th of June, Youth Day.
Quick history fact from
Yeah.
South Africa. It's
Good.
Youth Day, which is quite exciting.
Yes.
Well, it was a bit sad. The
Soweto riots.
shuffle.
Soweto riots.
Soweto riots.
Yes,
Okay.
1970s, Soweto, they're protesting against, I think, using training the black people were having to be forced to be taught in Afrikaans, which is a sort of a traditionally white language based in European Dutch, and they didn't want to do it because they couldn't understand the language. So
A
they,
bit of a heritage. You can't just force another culture onto someone else.
to be taught in a language you don't understand, it's a bit oppressive, and I guess South Africa is riddled with that in the apartheid era.
Yes.
And then they protested, and there was some violence. The famous photo of Hector Peterson being carried by his friend with his sister busy panicking,
Yeah.
that's made the world news, I think, sort of drew some attention toward apartheid.
Oh, okay, enough of
Yeah,
that. It's
back to
depressing
Frisbee.
history.
Yeah,
If it's any consolation, we have a great celebration today.
yeah.
Or tomorrow. Okay. I think they come down with a vert
sorry.
stack, if I see.
Nick.
Vert
Yeah, it seems they
stack.
moved to a man, or more poachy man. Johan seems to have poached off a bit, giving Nick an easy swing.
Okay, let's see how the man defense works for Izzy.
Yeah.
I think.
So it's a good change-up, but
And up the line.
no, just
Oh, okay, not in. Good running from both men. Okay, crowding the space potentially. They should swing it again.
when you're at the end zone, getting a bit tighter.
Kenny running makes some beautiful runs.
Big
Big
runs
cuts.
and good way to holster it. I mean, they've
Yeah.
Oh, nice layout.
Very close. Well done.
Is that Kate with the score?
Well done, Kate.
Kate.
I feel like their vert stack was quite spread out and a bit chaotic, but they brought it back together, which was really
Yes, I think so.
shows
And
the team knows what they're doing.
now I'd say Izzy should stick to zone. The zone seemed to be working, put a bit more pressure on. Catch, they seem quite clinical, but you want to frustrate them. And the man's not really frustrating them. They're getting those uplines quite easily,
Yeah.
or in that point at least.
They're also they're very good at breaking players. Their break throws are very strong, so it's
Yes,
quite
they-
dangerous to play man.
They can move their mark, and I think they just have to be a bit more effort. But, you know, I mean, when you play zone for a few points and then you switch to man, you sometimes forget the intensity that's needed on man.
Oh my gosh, I muck around on man sometimes. I'm just running next to someone chatting, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So bad. Yeah.
But it's good. We'll see what strategy they pull up now. They're on offense, but on turn, see how it works out.
I think it is nice to mix up your defense, like, you know, zone, man, sort of just to shake up the other team.
I think, it's good to give them, but sort of a change, but only when they start figuring it out. And
See,
I still,
don't break what's good.
yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yes.
Like, Catch seem to, I wouldn't say they're struggling, but they're making bad decisions, and the turns are happening from IzzyEz's side. So if we can, or if they can just stick to what's working, they can get a few more turns, create a few more opportunities.
Definitely. Okay, let's see what they're going to come down with.
You can always see if it's a zone point if 3 people run really hard and the other people dawdle.
Yeah, just hanging out. Okay,
Yep, seems to be a zone
man.
point.
Let's go. No, it's man. It's man.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, great grab by Jamie.
Good hands, Jamie.
Nice, Ruben.
Let's see if they can swing it and keep it slow. Okay, he's coming under for support. There's a big gap in the middle. Let's see if Kershaw's got it. Yes, incredible. Well done, Izzy.
Oh, there's the ship horn. The ship horn's coming. There's a ship
think
on the
that's
horizon.
the sound for soft cap.
Yes.
Right, so we're playing to 80 minutes for our soft cap here. Ah,
Nice.
good reach, incredible. And he's looking long from one tall man to another tall man.
looking
to
long for the
another
long.
man. There we go.
Nice.
Well done.
Way to be aware of the space.
Incredible.
Josh
Really.
with the disc. Josh is about sort of player for South Africa a long time. Has been around. playing at a very high intensity for a very long time, and it's impressive in his middle age to be playing at that sort of intensity.
Bit of an ageist there.
Hey, listen, I'm close to middle age these days.
Yeah.
Yes, that was your dad. This is the son over here. Is he celebrating his dad's point?
Yes, well done. Maybe a future ultimate player.
Yes.
Hopefully we're building the sport here in South Africa. So if that was soft cap, that means they're playing to 12. So we have 10 minutes to 12, right? Potentially.
Yes.
I just moved it a little way from here.
Okay. So let's see if IzzyE can make them fight for it a little bit harder. Let's see if they can not make it so easy for them. Not make it so easy. I hope you've enjoyed Travis and I's conversation.
If you haven't,
And
tough luck.
our subliminal domestic
Dispute,
yeah.
yes.
The passive aggressiveness that has come through today.
We love each other. We'll make up at the party.
Whoa!
Oh, I didn't say make out. I didn't say make out.
Buy me dinner first. Current sport for the win.
How about a protein bar?
Yeah. I do sports. Okay. Let's hope it's not the last pull of the game. Let's see if they can keep it together. IzzyE. They're coming down with a bit of a junky zone, if I'm looking at this
No,
correctly.
it seems to be fairly
Kershaw.
poachy. It's man, but it's poachy. Maybe.
Maybe just tired, man.
Yes.
Okay. And it's going long. Oh,
Nice.
no. Okay.
Nice way to Ruben to block
Good.
that. But he gets
There
it
you
off.
go. Oh, aye.
And that's it. Ruben.
They did some very good on the disc defense. Okay,
Is soft cap +2 or +1?
it looks +1 for
Okay.
this tournament for us.
So it seems that would be the end.
It looks like IzzyE is still ready to play.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
let's
think
play.
They don't think it's done just yet.
It's not over till it's over, unless it's
Okay,
over.
Travis and I think it's done, but we're still in the game, which is exciting. Okay, let's see. So if we could have any final comments to our international audience. South Africa is sick. It's really fun.
It's cheap too.
I mean, it's June, middle June right now, and the sun is out. It's basically a summer's day. It's incredible. So our winters are good.
Except if you wake up at 6:30 in the
which
morning.
we do for the love of the game. It's not as dangerous as you think. It's really fun. There's some nice, friendly people down here. So come join us, please. Yeah.
Come down. There's talk of Cape Town hosting the beach All Africa. Yes, Beach All Africa in a couple of years' time.
I am going to that 100%.
Yes, I think. I mean, especially in Africa where people generally don't have access to boots.
Okay, I call it what it is, I suppose.
Yeah, beach is very, very important, especially in the coastal, well, mainly on the coastal teams.
Yeah, I'm from the East Coast. We have a massive beach, let's call it a fraternity on that side. It's quite...
It's a lot of fun, so it would sort of be great if we could organise that and we can get some African countries down.
I literally want to say Cape Town has some of like the best beaches in the world.
Yeah, it's pristine. When it's not windy, it's great.
What a good excuse to come to Cape Town.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
There we go, up the line. Oh, you can 30 do it? Yes. Not in just yet.
Gets.
Can they keep it cool, calm and collected?
Oh. They couldn't.
It's just so exciting to
IzzyE making it hard.
IzzyE not being easy and chilled.
It's a bit of a killer, I think, when you get that close to the line with such good play.
I think people should just be let in, personally.
Half a point.
Yeah, flair point for you. You ran hard, you allowed. Okay, let's see. Catch 22 now has the disc again.
Again, the strategy to stay with man with IzzyE, I think was a...
huge throws. End of game plays.
Once
You can
again.
feel it.
See how we go. It's
And
jump
number
ball.
30. Oh, wow.
Cause a push in the back, it looks like. Another foul. Do you think it affected the attempt to catch? That's what they'll discuss.
Don't think so. If I'm allowed to say that.
You're not allowed to have an opinion as a
I
commentator.
always find it. Oh, okay.
I'm joking.
I always find it interesting when there's a lot more calls in the final 2 points. I think it's something ultimate we need to figure out, try and be consistent throughout
Yes.
the game, you know.
Yes, I mean, in the States they've got their observers and the game advisors which have been implementing to try and sort of regulate that, I guess, or just stop the sort of discussions, keep the discussion times low. We don't have advisors at this game. So, yeah, we'll just have to work on that.
We'll be the advisors.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if that happens again. I always find like the same play also kind of happens after.
Yeah, so
You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally want to put money on Nick just throwing it long again, so we'll see.
yeah, and then sometimes it's even a better throw or there's more separation.
Yeah,
So
it's interesting. Okay. Okay, the final points of the game if Catch gets this. See if they're going to swing it. Is there a bit of a Mexican structure happening right now?
it seems to be
There
something
we go, look at that.
a lot
Yeah.
more flow-based.
Yes, amazing.
And again, I'm questioning
I
Izzy's
like-
strategy to move away from
Yeah.
the zone. Jamie running off the field, so I'll have a little bit of a break there.
All the easier players are
Back
staying
on
quite
desk.
tight on their plays, which is really good.
But just gets
There we go.
a blind score. Looks.
Final point. Is it?
I think cap's just a suggestion.
Yeah. It's more of a feeling. Okay, they're still playing, it seems. Cool. You get
So-
to hear our beautiful voices for a little bit longer.
So when you think of the long history of ultimate commentary, you think of the great Ivan Lepler.
How do you know these names?
Because I'm a nerd. I'm an ultimate nerd. That's how it
Okay,
works.
good at these
I'm part of his fan club, the Lepler Colony.
Divine.
Yes, I enjoy that guy. So he's my hero. So
Should we start your own colony? I feel like
yeah.
we should.
I hope I made him proud. So if he's out there commentating some ultimate, you must give me a shout.
Yeah, if there are any scouts out there, we're open for business, hey?
Yeah. My rates are okay.
Yeah, South African rands, guys.
South African rands.
Exchange rate
Exchange
will be fine. Please, pay for our flight and our food.
Yes, please.
And can we shake hands with the greats?
Yeah.
That's what we want to do.
Yes, and I think as you were saying about coming to South Africa, it's a great place to check out, and we said it's cheap. You can get beers for what, $1 or $2 for a beer at every.
Like a big beer too.
Yeah, a
the
big
size of
taster
your
beer.
face.
The size of your face. Yes, and it's fun. Some steak. You can get nice steak for only
yes,
like
yeah.
$6-7.
You can hunt it yourself if you want, if you organize your times right, which is
Yes.
quite exciting.
That's a bit more expensive though.
Yes, yeah, no, not so free. We could find a friend though.
Yeah,
That's the fun.
we know a guy.
We know a guy.
You always know a guy in South Africa.
We know a guy who has some animals.
Okay, Devon with the disc, pass to Lungi.
There we go. So
Lungi.
they've come down with
The
a
zone.
zone.
I think this is a good strategy by Catch again.
Beautiful.
Nice thread in
Through
the
the
needle.
cup. There we go. Running and playing. Are they going?
I think let's keep it going like that. Seems
There
to be
we
doing
go.
well through that middle of the cup. They're allowing those middle
Okay,
throws.
dropping. This man is tall. He could put it pretty much anywhere.
Yes.
Nichols. Oh, I love that. Swing all the way across.
Devon, again another basketball player, and these
There we
basketball
go.
players coming to Ultimate. I think it's obviously nice to have a height advantage in most sports, but
Okay, across. Yes.
Yes, man.
Incredible.
nice to see that Keiteto back turn there and couldn't see Lungi sneaking around the corner.
Yeah, her head was down for just a second too
Oh.
long, and Ling's kind of
Smart play.
got in there. It's always nice when a game kind of carries on and people fight for the points at the end, hey? The passion for, the win is very cool. I like
Yes.
that.
So Izzy played very well against that zone there. So it seems that have got their zone play right. I think they should come out in a zone, get a bit more sort of frustrate, catch a bit more, because they're finding the man a bit easy to get through, especially those uplines.
Yeah.
Nick scored a nice upline point over there, and yeah, they're a few points ago getting those uplines. So the zone seems to be a better strategy for Izzy. Maybe Catch can switch to man. They were frustrating them a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
See what happens. Not for me to decide.
How do we get the information to the team?
Exactly.
You and I are just talking to ourselves.
We need to get one of these guys watching the footage.
Yeah, tweet or something, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what the handle is. Let's go.
Exactly. Or we could just shout it at them.
Yeah,
Because shouting in Ultimate always works.
Yeah.
If you shout instructions, generally people listen.
you think so?
They don't just huck it over your head.
Yeah. That's also a personal thing that happened this morning. I'm a little bit hoarse because of that exertion. These last points have been incredibly calm ultimate, I think, which is...
Yeah, I think it's in... Yeah, I'm very glad that we just ignored the soft gap because...
it's been actually really some really good plays.
Yeah, fewer turns, a lot more sort of good ultimate to watch.
Good, big... There we go, so they are coming down with the zones.
There we go.
Good.
Nice
Let's see how it happens. It's great to see so much energy in like the last points. Oh my word.
Catch up maybe nicely. Bit of contact there. Is it called?
They're up, they're going. Good. Swinging again. It's just so strong. Oh my word.
It's good. As long as the cup keeps working, keeps them making only small gains.
Contain it, man. It's just about containing it. Don't change the world with the cup. There we go. Oh, okay. There we go.
Nice way to see that poach, but good work by Laser to get that disc. Next swinging to his wife.
Okay. Yeah, love wins. Up. Let's see the deep.
There we go. Again, frustrating, forcing that long throw.
The big one.
Sipho gets there.
Nice, Johan. Just there to support. Sipho's going. Yes, good energy in the last.
And he decides to do it the same.
Yes, you must. Okay.
Lendelo is.
Oh my gosh, I swear he had that.
Looks like tired legs there.
Oh,
he would have got that on day one.
I want to say like tired arms. Put them out and catch it. Damn, that was a really great put from Bling.
You can't really question the look. I think that the throw was on. Maybe needs to put a bit more float in it, bit lasery. But, you know, in this high altitude, that disc flies.
Yeah. Okay, they're starting again from 0. Let's see if they can do it. Bro, like through the cup in the middle. They're running with it now, which is great.
Nice.
Kate is such a calm player, actually. She's not in a rush. It was really cool.
So I think that's what you need. You need that calmness.
Oh, there.
Fortunately, a bit behind her, and she drops it. But
fast now.
That's the zone's making mistakes. This is a good strategy. Good change up by Izzy.
So 9-13. That's really good. Okay, is there anyone coming for the support? There we go. Yes.
Yeah, it looks
amazing. Who's coming up again? Yo, there's lots of players in that area. It's maybe more.
So I think
yes, Nicole's running. She's breaking it.
Nicole's doing a very good job there.
Yeah.
Keeping it steady, keeping that ship steady.
Perfect. I think there should be a swing on the other side. Oh, there we go. Oh,
nice,
good.
Nice
Nick is a very strong defense player.
Saw
good
that
from your hand.
Very good positioning by Nick, I think, to sort of bait that throw a bit, but still realize that he has the ground that he can cover. The throw wasn't perfect, which it wasn't.
Just a not perfect throw. No, it was a good throw, man.
It was a decent throw, but Nick had it covered. Nick's played. I wouldn't say with Clapham, but he's trained with Clapham in the UK. He's been to, I think, two World Games, WGC 2012 and 2016. He's a very good player, nicknamed Wolverine, mainly not because he has claws, actually, because he has a beard.
Probably got a beard at like age 9.
Yeah, I think so.
That's not confirmed, though.
Yeah, he actually shaved this morning.
Had a barbecue back.
Yeah, exactly.
IzzyEz having a bit of a disjointed timeout, but
yeah,
hopefully they can bring it back together on the field.
So I'll say it again. I'm very glad that they've switched defensive strategies. I think this serves for a much more sort of smarter, competitive defensive game.
Definitely. Like, yeah, play to your strengths, I suppose.
I agree. So let's see what Catch can do to see and try and get through the zone.
Yeah. Okay. It's always difficult to play before lunch.
Yeah,
Everyone gets a bit hungry. Yeah.
What do we have for lunch? We have boerewors roll. Boerewors is South African delicacy. It's a sausage.
A fatty, meaty sausage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Put on a roll with some tomato sauce and you're happy.
Yeah. We're not fancy here, but we're practical.
Obviously, you've got lunch on the brain.
Yeah, well, you put it in my head now. I was fine.
No. Okay, so setting up a structure.
Lindell on Nick with the disc, Lindell on D.
Okay, again,
Pass it to
swinging
Mitch.
it every time. It's just such a pleasure to watch. Beautiful running from Laser.
The calm swings in the first half of the field are really good, getting them some good yardage.
But yeah, I suppose these long ones, this is where it happens. Yes, Johan.
Again, baiting the throw. Johan gets that back.
I think they should make a rule. Just play 80% long, like dump swing.
Yes. Oh. I think it was good work by Johan to get that back after he was D'd there in the end zone. Nice hard work again, as you said, just playing hard to the end.
Okay, let's see. Where's the support? Is it coming from Bing?
Fakes hammer.
There we go.
Because the hammer's definitely going to happen.
Okay, Nicole, yes.
Nice.
In the middle.
Draws the D.
Okay, great.
Nice work of using his body to get the D.
Oh.
Good hand block by Kate.
Good hand block
Kate
by
is
Kate.
going long and no one is seeing it. But that's fine. That's fine. Everyone's tired.
Collected.
The zone is set.
Oh, the zone is good on turn. It's great to see a zone on turn. Kate
Nick
getting it. There we go.
Finding his wife.
She's everywhere. Good zone. They seem to just be everywhere.
It's very, very well structured for a team that's got together quite recently for the tournament. So I'm impressed that they managed to pull it together.
Okay.
Let's keep it calm.
Okay, good. Oh,
Nick getting.
Oh my gosh. Oh, down. Wow.
Unfortunate. Nice heads up play, but yeah, unfortunately couldn't just make the grab.
Damn, so close.
But good work. Nick over there doing the splits. It's a very typically Nick move to get himself low.
Another timeout. Shame. Obviously the teams are very tired.
Yes, I think it's been very competitive, so they deserve the time off. Oh, Izzy deciding to huddle this time.
Yeah.
That's very good. I wonder what they're talking about. Hey guys, Burvos roll. Just get this point. Have a
Have you seen
Burvos
the
roll.
new YouTube video on jokes? I don't know. Music video. Bad joke. Definitely not what we're talking about. It's just like, 40 minutes of nonsense? But anyway.
Listen, our viewer at home is enjoying us.
I'm not reading the comments. The cameraman's been making dirty looks at us. He's like, what am I doing? I don't get paid enough for this. Which is great.
I actually offered for the cameraman to stay at my house.
Really?
But yeah, he declined. Yeah, and I think it was a good choice.
What was your deal? You say breakfast and coffee in bed in the morning?
Oh, no, I said none of that.
Oh, that's why I didn't understand.
Actually, I said he must make me breakfast and coffee in the morning.
Okay. Like Airbnb with service,
Yeah.
Well, disappointed cameraman, disappointed.
Oh, okay. I think you'll have a good time. I don't know where he's staying.
With his mom. Yeah. Whoever wins this game deserves it. This has been some long points.
2 burries.
Two buddies for you. It would be cool if they could put like little pictures and examples of what we were talking about on the screen.
Yes, I think we got some
visuals.
post editing. Yeah, do it. Google burry roll, and maybe like something like, I don't know, if you think of like a burnt TV, that's what it smells
Good
like.
defense. Kate is playing an incredible defense game. Well
second
done.
defensive block in this
I kind
point.
of hope she gets the point. So she can
Yeah,
just
she
have it all.
deserves it. Nick's
I
got
think they
it.
should maybe swing it. There's so many green players open on the other side. They're pretty much shutting it down all on the one side. Look at this.
Yeah, they seem to stall. Nice shoulder, Laser just,
Okay, good. No worries
showing him
about
that he still played rugby back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, nice
Good
grab
grab
on
on
Marlies.
Marlies. Okay.
It seems that they stop swinging it when they get close to the end zone, which is, it was a strategy that's been working for them quite well. And again, Kate with the patience to just swing it.
We need kind of someone running through the middle there.
Yeah.
Good.
There we go.
Tina relaxed.
Very relaxed.
Oh, over
And
the
then
top. No. Bling has got it.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah. Early celebration. He's looking long. Okay. Let's see if it's worth it. Oh, Johan looked back.
The jump disc.
Is it going to be boxed? Oh, my gosh.
Impressive.
That is out of control. They are keeping in this game. So I don't know if they... So now we're 7 minutes... No, we're 17 minutes over hard cap. Look at that. It's actually so nice to watch again.
Yeah. Nice bodying. He bodied very well. I don't know if it was intentional with the disc curving like that, but he managed to body 2 players at once. Mitch not happy with that, but Johan, very good score.
Done. Sounds up to 10-13.
Yeah.
So, rule-wise, what even happens now? Are they just playing until someone vomits? Like what?
I think it's survival of the fittest right now. We're South Africans.
Whoever gets heat stroke first.
Yes.
Loses.
Pretty sure. We've all signed our waiver forms, so WIFTIP's not responsible for anything that happens after soft cap.
They are going to send someone down here and be like, what are you doing in Africa?
Something is happening. I think they realized that it was soft cap about 40 minutes ago.
Oh, hectic. Okay, the game's actually over.
No, Catch wins it 13-10.
Well done.
That was impressive. It was a very good game to watch. I think the quality at the end was quite impressive.
Yeah, considering how hard each point was like fought for. It was amazing.
Yes.
Done. Boom shakalaka. Did you enjoy us?
He can't hear. No, do it in the mic.
Alti.tv